Our top story tonight, momentum building for Donald Trump in these final days before the election. Donald Trump ahead of Hillary Clinton by 5 points in the latest LA Times USC tracking poll. Trump and Clinton now tied at 44 in the IBD tracking poll. Clinton's lead has virtually disappeared in the ABC Washington Post poll. Clinton up 2 points. New Hampshire within Trump's grasp. He's up 1 point in the latest WUR poll. In the key battleground of Colorado that Clinton once led strongly in, it's now a tie in the new University of Denver poll. And you may wonder how Clinton is doing in her husband's home state of Arkansas. There's apparently no hope for Clinton in Arkansas. The latest survey shows Trump beating Clinton by 20 points. Here now to take up the Trump plan to spend $25 million in the final week of the campaign. The encouraging poll numbers and warnings that a Clinton election could trigger a constitutional crisis. With us tonight, Trump campaign manager Kellyanne Conway. Kellyanne, great to have you with us.
Hi, Lou.
These numbers, you guys have got to be thrilled about it, but there are still margins you need to overcome. How are you going to spend that $25 million?
Well, the ads buys are already placed, and we're going to be rotating a number of different ads. We most recently dusted off a corruption ad that was already in the can because corruption and rigged system are not new to Hillary Clinton. And our ad maker actually just added just a quick little bite in there about the latest FBI investigations. It's tough to keep up with them. There are not one but two now about Hillary Clinton, her foundation, and her emails. And you know, Lou, when you look at us scrambling the electoral map, it looks like we've got Clinton and team on the run. They're putting Chelsea and Tim Kaine back into Wisconsin. Clinton will be in Michigan. They'll all be in Philadelphia on Monday night. These, quote, safe blue states, the so-called blue wall. And what we're looking at, what I've looked at all along, are places where the Trump message about renegotiating bad trade deals and curbing illegal immigration, making it more fair to the American worker, creating jobs, stimulating economic growth, defeating ISIS.
The fundamentals.
Where will these messages? That's right. This race is still about those fundamental issues. He's laid out his first 100-day plan. Anybody can go and look at it, examine it, see how substantive it is, and see that he's committed to pass all those pieces of legislation. And also, I think most importantly, we've been looking at states where President Obama, he won them twice, and he won them with far more support than Hillary Clinton has ever seen in any poll. This woman just can't get to the 52, 53, 54% mark where he was in some of these blue states. So we feel really good about the fact that they're playing follow the leader now, that we're the leader. I'm embarrassed for some members of the media who absolutely wrote this race off a week or two ago. It's disgraceful. It's not journalism. And we just feel really great about the momentum and enthusiasm.
She's not getting to 50%. But this is going to be a plurality in many states. And North Carolina, for example, how strongly do you think Donald Trump will perform?
He'll win North Carolina, but North Carolina is a place where the Clinton campaign has invested a lot of candidate time, vice presidential candidate time, and ad money. I mean, basically, she's taken a garbage pail full of slop, and dumping it right onto Donald Trump's head through negative advertising, including in North Carolina. I think voters will see right through that. There's no aspirational, uplifting, substantive message coming from Hillary Clinton. They don't even pretend anymore to, quote, go high while others go low. They're the lowest of the low. But North Carolina is a state which is tight, and it's the one of the 9 swing states that Mitt Romney actually bothered to carry in 2012. So it's part of our core 4, Lou. We win Florida, North Carolina, Iowa, Ohio, and then we have 4 or 5 different ways to get to the 270 with those as our basis.
Yeah. You know, I love the formula. Romney's 2012 performance plus Pennsylvania, Florida, and Ohio. That keeps it simple for me, and I really kind of like that.
Yes.
How plausible is it?
That's very plausible. It's increasingly possible, if not probable, every day because the trend lines are going in our direction, whether it's the ABC News Washington Post national poll, Lou, or these statewide polls. They all point to one thing, which is Donald Trump's the one with the incremental climb in the polls, and frankly, he's the one with the enthusiasm and momentum. And whether it's the big crowds he gets everywhere he goes and Governor Pence gets everywhere they go, or really Hillary Clinton's, I think, the diminishing returns on her negative message.
How frustrating is it for you as campaign manager to be following what is happening with these 2 investigations? We're learning more about FBI investigations than at any time, including, I can't think of anything that even came close to to have this kind of picture window into the FBI and its inner workings. How concerned, though, are you that with what seems to be an obvious basis for prosecution, whether it be the Clinton Foundation and its dealings, a cartel that includes Teneo, it includes the campaign, the White House, the State Department, or the email scandal, in which we know now that on July 25th, without question, James Comey made a mistake. And to have even anyone voting at these levels for Hillary Clinton is astonishing.
Lou, I think that's why many people will not vote for her. It is unprecedented, and the kind of rigged, corrupt system and her being an illustration of it, Donald Trump's, one of his core messages, is very clear. That is unprecedented. But look, I have faith in the wisdom of voters and the discernment of voters, and particularly those independents who are late in the game deciders. Independents hate the political parties. They detest Washington, D.C. and all of its entities and adjuncts, and they can't stand career politicians like Hillary Clinton who benefit from the system, who have a different set of rules than the rest of us. They will make the difference here, particularly in these states. If you're an independent and you're an undecided voter, you've already decided to vote against Hillary Clinton. All the last week's news did for you is to burnish that decision in your mind, so you're going to vote for Donald Trump based on these issues that he's laid out. The other thing is, as an American, forget about campaign manager or a Republican or a conservative, frankly. As an American, I think Hillary Clinton has proven she's unquit and unqualified, and I'm very disappointed that there aren't Democrats asking her to remove herself from the ticket, and that Democrats are not being asked down ballot, will you stand with her? Are you proud to have her leading your party?
You know, as far as I know, not a single newspaper has withdrawn their endorsement of Hillary Clinton.
That's right.
I find that incredible.
Astonishing.
It is quite a race. Unprecedented is the word that keeps coming up. And so the results themselves Tuesday are kind of hard to predict. But I'm glad to hear you've got so much faith in the American voter. It keeps you calm and straight ahead and productive. Kellyanne, it's always great to see you. Thanks so much.
Lou, it's my pleasure. See you on Victory Night. Thank you.
You got a deal.